and welcome. We come to you from outside Sandhya Theatre in Hyderabad, where in fact 20 days ago exactly, when a premiere show of Pushpa 2 was being held here. This is where actor Allu Arjun had come in along with his team, along with the heroine and other production unit members. And this is where a stampede-like situation happened, after which a woman died, 39-year-old Revati, who had come along with her 9-year-old son Sritej, a younger daughter, as well as her husband had come here, and she died in the kind of overcrowding that happened here, and her son has been in hospital for the last 20 days. The entire issue has escalated into not just something that is looking like a face-off between Chief Minister Revanth Reddy and actor Allu Arjun, but also a standoff between the film industry and the government, and it has actually snowballed into a huge political controversy as well, with both the BRS and the BJP talking about the issue and speaking about this as something that the state government has mishandled. To discuss all this and more, I have with me as a guest here Mr. L. Ravichander, who is an advocate as well as someone who has been a film critic as well, watches films very closely. You're a lawyer as well, advocate at the High Court. What you're telling us, Vijay, is something very significant, because while the version of the police and the actor have been suggesting something else, you are suggesting that since it was advertised widely on social media, everyone would have known that the actor was coming here. So why wasn't the police force prepared either to deploy their security forces on the ground or to stop him from coming here and creating that kind of a chaos? Is that what you read into this situation?
Well, I'll start off saying I'll go with everything that the official version of the story is. A, that the theatre had not met the commissioner and therefore they ought not to have done the premiere show. Not correct, because the letter was with them. If they were sitting on an ego platform as to they should come and sit at the CP's office, wait on him before they get permission, that's not done. Two,
but there is a written denial of permission that the circle inspector has given, because that is a local police station where the letter was initially addressed asking for permission, the local police.
The local police said that no premiere show will be given. Then there's a violation by these people. I get
premiere show was allowed, but the actor coming in was not given permission.
Was it even sought?
It was sought. The theatre management had sought permission for the actor to come in and participate in the premiere show along with the fans. But
then there are two aspects to it. One aspect is, should the theatre ask for permission at all for somebody to come in here? I'm making a film, my film, it's a film with high stakes. I would definitely like to be a part of it. On what basis is the police saying that you will not be permitted to meet your fans? Because I can't manage the crowds that are coming to see you. One. Now don't forget, down the street at the other end, a similar problem came up when the Da Vinci Code was being released. The then government said, we will not allow Da Vinci Code to run in the theatre because we see the likelihood of a law and order problem. The High Court struck down that defense and said, no, your job is to maintain law, your job is to maintain order. The challenge for the police was, is, and ought to have always been that if you're getting a huge crowd, how do you manage it?
Since we don't have a police representative here nor a government representative, I will mention this to you, that the circle inspector, Mr. Ravi Nayak, in the letter that he addressed to the theatre management in response to their application, has mentioned that this theatre in fact has a 70 mm and a 35 mm. It has a single entry gate and an exit gate. There are multiple theatres in the vicinity, and this is a very busy crossroad, and therefore it will not be possible for us to manage the crowds, and therefore we advise you not to come to the theatre. That's what was conveyed to the theatre guest as such. But
they advised him not to.
Not advised. They denied permission for him to come here.
Okay. Then the point is this. The next question, que Allu Arjun, is, did Allu Arjun know about it? Did Allu Arjun know about it? Because in the complexity of the scenario, there's the distributor, there's the film theatre, the actor, the producer, and all and sundry. Now, there are repeated stories said in the media about videos showing the police talking to Allu Arjun, police asking Allu Arjun not to come. Okay, let me ask you this. Whenever there are these rallies going on, you stop Rahul Gandhi somewhere, you stop some other politician
Yeah.
somewhere. Why could you not stop Allu Arjun somewhere?
I'm going to go across to Ravichandra again just to ask this question that at a time when now there is an investigation ongoing and it is going to go to the court of law, it's already in the court of law, and yet you hear these voices, political parties commenting on it, you have the government itself commenting on it, the police speaking about it, and the actor as well who is an accused in this particular case. How does this complicate it inside the court of law? Can they really remain immune to what happens outside?
I would hope that the judge hearing the bail whenever it comes next is immune. I think systemically they are trained to keep away from most of these voices. Human as we are, sometimes some kind of pressure does work somewhere in your psyche, but I'm sure she will eschew it all and hear the matter on its merits. To me, it's such an open and shut case. It is such an open and shut case that in case the judge tomorrow comes to a conclusion otherwise, I'm inclined to believe that pressure has begun to work. Otherwise,
When you're saying an open and shut case, what do you mean by that?
I mean that in a case of this kind, he necessarily needs to get bail. He's called, he's come, he's cooperating with the matter. He's not a flight risk person. It's not anybody's case that he planned the killing. So everything is pointing against him except negligence. The worst scenario.
So what Vijay pointed out in terms of the sections of law seem to be a little
Yeah, he seems to have done his homework and come. I believe that the worst scenario would be negligence, culpable homicide, none of which would require him to be in jail pending prosecution, pending investigation. And how much judges, the prosecution and the lawyer who's arguing the case, the lawyer arguing the case is an extremely accomplished lawyer, Mr. Niranjan Reddy. We have a very, very, very committed public prosecutor in Palli Nageshwar, and we have a perfect judge and Justice Sridevi. Let's see if it works out as it should.